when meeting my idols, there wasn't really a meet and greet. It was, hey, you, there's Nicole Kidman. Go get the tiger.
For people who are watching this, you're talking about Special Ops Lioness, new show coming to Paramount Plus on July 23rd.
Yes. Correct.
Okay. I was so nervous. I was like, I'm going to say July 24th. July 23rd from Taylor Sheridan, stars yourself, Zoe Saldaña, Nicole Kidman, Morgan Freeman. Incredible cast.
It is incredible as well.
Gosh, tell me a little. Oh yeah, 𝐒𝐂𝐻𝐿. Oh my gosh, 𝐒𝐂𝐻𝐿 is amazing. Fully with you on that. I would love to know a little bit about your character and the show. I know that you play a CIA agent who is like a special operative who has to go in and befriend the daughter or wife of a suspected terrorist.
Yes, of our target, correct. So it follows a story of a CIA engagement team that's led by Jo, who's played by the incredible Zoe Saldaña, and she's so great on the show. I can't wait for you guys to see it. I was just so floored watching her work. And within this team, she also runs the Lioness Program, which is a program made of female undercover operatives that get recruited to infiltrate terrorist groups and bring them down from within. She runs this team with Nicole Kidman's character, who is Caitlin, who's a supervisor at the CIA. And so in the show, Jo recruits Cruz Manuelos, who is my character. She's a rough around the edges Marine. She recruits her to be this lioness, and she sends her on this undercover mission. And so that entails befriending the target's daughter and trying to get close to the target to complete the mission.
Man, that is intense. And what kind of did you have to go through any kind of like a serious training regimen to get in shape, to learn like how to be that character?
Absolutely. I used to just be a yoga girl before this, so it was a big change for me. But I was just so lucky because Taylor Sheridan was so supportive. I think the physical aspect of the show is the thing that I was most nervous about. I was very excited to work with my idols. It's something that any actor dreams of doing. But, having to have a type of physical strength that I wasn't used to having was definitely the biggest challenge on the show. I started training out here in LA at a gym called Unbreakable, where they started strength training with me and taught me a lot of hand-to-hand combat. I was wrestling grown men at the gym at one point, and at that point, they were like, "You're ready to go." And so they sent me off to the set, where I was then met by an incredible Navy SEAL, Jared Shaw. He used to be a Navy SEAL for 9 years, and he was in charge of training me, and it did not get any easier. I, at one point, was doing sets of 50 to 100, like 3 times. If you had told me that I would do 100 squats 3 times, I would just have laughed at you. But it was so important to becoming Cruz. And so he would do an hour of strength training with me, an hour of weapons training with me, and an hour of stunt training with our incredible stunt team. And we did that for 5 days a week until we started shooting. Then we would kind of train whenever we could, but the days were pretty long. So,
man, they just threw you right into the deep end.
They really did. Yes. When meeting my idols, there wasn't really a meet and greet. It was, hey, you, there's Nicole Kidman. Go get the tiger. But it was so incredible. I actually ended up going early to work the day that Nicole had arrived and was working. I just wanted to do some what I call exposure therapy and watch her from far away before I had to do a scene with her. And she was just so graceful. I wasn't planning on saying hi or anything until we were actually working together. I just wanted to give her space and, respect her process. I didn't really know what that was at the time. And I was going into the stages and she was leaving, and I was like, here you go. Here's your moment. So I said, hey, Nicole, I'm Laysla. I play Cruz. And she said, I know who you are. I've been watching the dailies, and, she complimented my work, and my soul just left my body. And the rest is history. Now I call her Nicole. So that's pretty special. Same with Zoe. The first day I met Zoe, we were doing a camera test, and I turned around and she was right there, and she just hugged me. And she said, I'm so excited to work with you. Zoe's one of the kindest souls alive. And I hugged her back. I just didn't let go. I didn't know that would happen. And so I just kind of stayed there. I was so happy, and that was that. And then everyone's great and awesome, and I'm just excited to be here.
I think that is just absolutely incredible. I love that for you. I love that journey for you, Laysla. I mean, that is just really, really cool. And I fully believe it. Zoe seems like one of the sweetest people on the planet. I think
she is nurturing. She is so generous. She really took me under her wing. And I feel so fortunate that, this is a really big first for me. And to be able to do this with somebody like Zoe Saldaña, who's paved the way for Latin actresses. I get to do what I do because of her. It's just, I could cry just thinking about it, but I won't, because I have more of these to do later, but I'm lucky, truly.
Well, look, I think that is just absolutely incredible. I'm very excited for the show. I know that everybody else is excited for it too. All the action, all the drama, all the suspense. It's July 23rd, Paramount Plus. Laysla, thank you so much for taking time.
So much. Lovely talking to you.